All right, good afternoon, everyone. This is the Market Pulse, the second day of November 2021, 12:05 Eastern Standard Time. A lot happening today. So, just, as I've been saying yesterday, big macroeconomics. Tomorrow, we have the Fed meeting at 2 o'clock, 2:30 with Chairman Powell. So, I don't really suspect we're going to get a lot of big movers and bangers today. But real off the bat, I am noticing money going into crypto today, so that's a big one. So let's dive in. I gave some setups today. Some worked out. We didn't have a lot today, but the ones that did, we worked out. So let's dive in. So we're going to be looking at 15-minute time frame for any momentum trades that we had. These are very quick. These are not lovers. You don't fall in love with them. You fall in love with profits. All right. So uh, let's look at the overall. So the S&P 500 right now, we are working higher. So we are in a bull market, guys. So just to show you, these boxes are the ranges of the day. If you can tell, the boxes are going higher. So we are probably going to go higher, which is very positive. I don't want to see it go too high because then the move tomorrow. I'm expecting the move tomorrow. I don't really expect that. There's going to be a lot of changes. However, we are coming to the end. We're going to print this thing for 46.34 for the afternoon trade. See if we can take that out. Hopefully we don't, but if we do, we're going to take advantage of that. MACDs are coming to the end. They might get a second wind. I hope it doesn't, but if it does, it'll be cool. Let it cool off. I would love to see this come back down to 46.08 and hold. Let's just look at that. We're gonna look at the VIX real quick. Here's the VIX. VIX is dying down, so the MACDs are dying down. That's very good. It might base. There might be some fear coming into the afternoon, maybe a little bit, maybe at the close. Anytime the Fed speaks, it brings a little fear, so it might bounce back. But we're looking pretty good here. The Treasury notes are holding steady, so that's positive and working its way lower. So all right, so we got the XPX. Um, man, oh man, just the Nasdaq techs just want to go higher. So boxes are going higher. We are getting a little weakness here, so let it pull back. We'll love to see this thing pull back to the 50 and just kind of chill. We're getting some weakness here, so it's looking like we're setting up nicely for tomorrow. Now, for tomorrow, I do expect a lot of volatility, which is perfect because we love volatility. So make sure to stay tuned tomorrow for the market, the morning brew, where I give my setups. So make sure to press that subscribe button, be notified. Those will be laid out. Those will be fire. All right. Today, Russell, we had an amazing trade on Russell, and nothing today. We had a big rally. We locked in some major gains. Let it pull back. MACDs are telling us to chill out. So today you just chill on Russell, right? Let it pull back. It's setting up nicely. Like I said, I think tomorrow is going to be a fire trade for the Russell. If we can bounce here, bounce there, watch out and take out these highs. I love that strategy. Google setting up nicely. We did nibble on a little bit of a trade here because I saw this basing pattern around 2,900. I trade Google regularly, so we know that 2,900 is a nice round number and there'll be a nice little push. So we locked in some gains, and I'm going to take some of those profits. So when I get in for my trade tomorrow, because I think Google can run on if there's no new surprises on the Fed. Google's setting up nicely for a bounce here and break out there. And if it breaks down here, zero bounce and break. So I'm going to use some of that for locking some of those gains. Um, Again, Amazon. We talked about this. It is working its way lower. I called this out this morning. 50 0. It's not selling off too hard. It looks like it wants to base right around here. Now, Rivian does have an IPO next week, so watch that. Maybe that's the news it needs if Rivian has a good IPO. Amazon owns about 20% so of Rivian company. So maybe that's the catalyst to get it going. But right now, as we're setting up, we have a new level up here of 33.30 to really get it cracking. Okay, so we got that. Tesla, we had a nice little trade here back to the 50. Now, like I said, there was a little bit of a bull trap here. They took a little higher. Now, that was a real quick trade. It was good. Again, I'm just locked in some gains, and I'm using those profits for the next setup or next swing up. So, real quick. It's like the first 30 minutes, 45 minutes. If you can find the mover, that's the best time to find some really good profits on the activity, but that's more advanced. But for now, let's just cover this. But it is setting up nicely. Again, we are at the highs of yesterday, 12.10. This is where the sellers came out, and they're coming back today. So if we can take that out today, it's not selling off too badly. Some people are taking some profits, it's spooking some people out. So it's fine, but it's still holding. I do like the setup here. If we can get a bounce off the zero and start breaking higher, we can probably retest the highs and maybe break up. Now, so watch Tesla is just kind of having an inside day today. So just watch it and let's see what happens. All right. ISRG, this is a sleeper. It's not selling off. It's not doing anything. It's just holding, right? Just so this has been creeping up slowly but surely. So watch this one here. I will buy more time if you're gonna get into this one. Watch 365 for the highs. We're currently at 360, and just put some alerts on this one. I think this one is probably gonna go. Um, Chipotle broke up higher yesterday. We had a nice little run. Again, we're not taking out to yesterday's highs. We tried to at 1809. I think that's the next level up. It's not selling off, right? So that's a positive. It is pulling back nicely. I think it's going to get ready for its next swing up. Maybe at the close or tomorrow. We'll find out, but it's looking pretty good. Okay, now let's have NVIDIA. NVIDIA was a home run today. I said we didn't have many, but we did have some. This morning we had the MACDs. This is our setup here. We said, okay, bouncing off the 50, even though it happened overnight, but we held the, I'm sorry, MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy was Bitcoin. The video is right here. MicroStrategy was Bitcoin. Again, Bitcoin is up. So this is going up. But again, bounce off the 50, happened overnight, and you will be off. And since Bitcoin is up, this is up. This almost has like a 80-point ripper on top. It looks like we're coming to the end. But as long as Bitcoin keeps going higher, Bitcoin right now is at 63,000. Bounced really nicely off the 60,000 level today. So MicroStrategy is off to the races. There we go. Shopify not selling off. Again, had a nice rally yesterday. Got out to 1533 on top. It's, pull back a little bit below the 50. Let's see what happens at that 50. Let's see if it can reclaim that 50 again. But it's having an inside day. And that's what I expected today, especially with the Fed announcement tomorrow. So I don't expect anybody going to jump ahead of that, with the exception of crypto. Seems like money's going into the crypto stocks. Okay, Netflix, we talked about this setup. What is going to happen at the 50? They're taking it lower. MACDs, again, this is a perfect setup for a downswing. Again, remember, you trade both ways. It came back up, hit the 50, and again, swing came up. It weak and pulled back. Now, how low is it going to go? Remember, I said this 676 is pretty strong. Is it going to hold? Find out. But again, Roku. Okay, this was a surprise. I thought they were gonna take Roku up. There was a downgrade on Roku this morning, but it wasn't still above the price level that we're at right now. Earnings is tomorrow, so I guess investors are getting a little weary. But we got this 318 on top. Let's see what happens. They're taking it down, but 318 on top. It might stay here before earnings, so watch it. Okay, we got NVIDIA. NVIDIA was the home run today, as well as MicroStrategies. But NVIDIA is more set up nicely. These are the setups we love to see. Okay, so here's the zero. I said it was winding up this morning. Okay, needed to take out that 258, 260. It did. It did very early, and bye bye. It's gone, right? Did you make some money on this thing? You should have. You got a 6-point zipper, 7-point zipper on this thing. Boom, it's off to the races. I told you it was waiting on news. MACD's told you momentum was on your side, and good night. Now, let it run. I don't know. Lock in those gains. You do have profit. There you go. Mercado Libre, I'm loving this one. I gotta tell you, I'm really loving this one. It's setting up nicely, right? So I love this basing pattern. I think if it can take out that 1500, I do not think they're going to take it out today, but I'm going to be setting this one up. I got my alert up there already. This thing fell down pretty hard. Let's see what happens, I gotta just tell you, there was an article this past weekend in Barron's saying that the e-commerce stocks, the COVID e-commerce play is done. So that's fine. They're just pricing it in. I think it's already priced in, and let's see what happens. These guys still make money. Okay, Apple. Okay, I was wrong on Apple. I thought Apple was gonna linger, but Apple bounced off the 50. There was a news article this morning talking about how Apple is reducing the orders of the iPads and taking the chips that are going to be used for the iPad to put them into the new iPhone so their iPhone sales don't diminish over the holidays. So I think the market's liking that. We went up very little. Again, Apple doesn't move that much, but went up to that 150 area from 148. It's coming to the end. Again, watch that 150. Apple's not a big mover, but it's a play to safety. Okay, oil. Pull back today, doing nothing. We got that 218 area pretty hard. Just watch it. Let me see. We got Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs jumping ahead of the Fed announcement. We had a beautiful bounce here. This is, again, textbook. Bounce off the 50, broke the MACDs, broke the highs of yesterday. Boom, gone, right? 418. I gave you this trade this morning. 426. Depending on where you got in, you got a 10-point ripper, 8-point ripper. Easy. Affirm. Not doing anything today. We were expecting something, didn't really move anything, which is fine because we have these highs up here, right? Pretty high. So we got that 163. So let it base, let it form a base, and then maybe if this is going to be the new level, then we'll look at 156 for the upside. All right, Upstart. Thought it was going to go this morning. Did not go. MACD's told you weakness at the open, gave you some weakness, and just watch it, watch it, watch it. Okay. They didn't take it up. HubSpot, we had this level up here of 815, showing me weakness. MACDs need to roll up. It could probably go back up to the 50-day moving average at 802, but right now, just kind of lingering. Zoom, 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 zoom. Thought it was going to go this morning. Looked ripe, looked ready, and peaked, right? We're the MACDs, again, if we're going to get into a trade, remember, we're pretty far away from the 50. And look what part of the momentum swing we're at. We're entering at the end. We don't do that. That's FOMO trading. So pulling back, let it set up for the next trade. It's setting up nicely. Wait for it, maybe at the close or tomorrow. All right. Bookings. We had a nice move yesterday. It didn't hold. It sold off yesterday's highs. MACD showed you weakness. Is pulling back. So let it pull back. Broke the 50. Is it going to stay within the range of today? So I think this is going to be the common theme. We're going to have a lot of inside days, okay? A lot of inside days today, but watch the close. Watch the close. All right, ServiceNow. This looked ready. I have this primed. I'm like loaded. I'm ready. There's a lot of upgrades on this thing. Great earnings. They're not taking it up, but I think they will. I think they're just gonna hold it here, pin it down. But it looks somewhat ready, right? Again, this level is pretty far up. We know 700, 705 is gonna be pretty hard. That's all-time highs. They tried to take it pre-market yesterday and it sold off. So I think we have some sellers out there. We need to shake those out. So let it base, let it base. If we have an inside day today, then that's going to be the level to take out. So this is getting ready, but let's put that on your watch list because I think this is going to go. I don't know when, but it's going to go. Coinbase has earnings on Friday, right? So with Bitcoin up, this should go up. This, I believe, has a date with 400 for some reason. I just don't know. And that Facebook announcement hasn't been, they haven't guided up on the Facebook or Metaverse announcement. All right, so just watch it. But we had a little entry today off of 333, broke the highs of 338, went up to 345. MACD showed it wasn't really the ideal entry that we love. So again, I wasn't really on the chat really excited about this, but it did move. So you do have to take notice. Again, let's fall in love with the ideal entries. We want momentum on our side, and the setups that with the MACDs is going to ensure that we have a high probability trade bouncing off the 50. All right, what else do we have here? We want to look at the overall indices. Again, XPX is working his way higher. I said that we were setting up. It's getting ahead of itself. I just tomorrow's a big day. Then we have unemployment numbers on Friday, so that's gonna be tricky because with the mandate vaccines and people walking out of their jobs, is that going to be in these numbers? I don't know. I'm going to dive into that, but that's something we're going to have to look at. NDX is higher. And Russell, again, just lingering, just chilling, holding out. Now, also the ways, if you want to play these and you like these strategies, you can play the SPY, same as the XPX. NDX is QQQs, and the Russell is the IWM. Okay, that's all we got, guys. And again, we didn't have that many setups, but the ones we did have, just pick and choose. Be real picky with your setups. And let's see if Tesla can recoup that 50. But other than that, stay green, guys. And if you like what I'm sharing, press that like button. Let's share. Let's build abundance together. These are setups, raw and unedited. I'm not editing these. These are raw. And that's all we got. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure to tune into that morning brew. Fire setup, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I think tomorrow's going to be a great green day. Bye.